Hey everyone, today I have a review for you on the new Wet n Wild Coloricon 5-pan palettes. Now I believe there are 5 of these total, and I've heard that they're going to be permanent, so there's no rush to go out and get them because they don't say limited edition on the packaging and the display didn't say limited edition, so I guess everyone's just assuming these are some new additions to the line. And when I first saw these I was so excited because you know, I love most of Wet n Wild eyeshadows are great quality, like their trios. This one is Walking on Eggshells, and as you can see I use it a lot. When I first saw these palettes, I was so excited because I had heard nothing about them, and I love Wet n Wild eyeshadows. Well, most of them I think are really great quality. I don't like the Fergie ones, but other than that, I love their 8-pan palettes. And I have 3 of these. I am wearing a few of the shadows from this palette right here called The Naked Truth on my eyes today, mixed with some Urban Decay shadows, but I am sad to say that I don't feel like these are as good of quality as the regular eyeshadows. I feel like the shadows in the trios and in the 8-pan palettes are a lot more pigmented and a lot smoother to apply. I just feel like these ones are a lot easier to work with than these. What I found with these shadows was that some of them are more pigmented than others, and some of them also feel a lot smoother than others. Like, I think that this one right here that is for your eyelid, this shade right here is great. It's really smooth, it's really pigmented, it reminds me a lot of the trio shadows, but then over here, like this base color, this is really chalky, and if you just blend it, it just isn't that good. I don't know, some of them are better quality than others, and I just wouldn't find myself using this as often as, say, some of the regular trios from Wet n Wild. I just don't think that they're that good. I think they're okay. I paid $4 for these, full price, but I got buy one get one half, so some of them I got for $2, but I mean, still for $2, I think I'd rather pay $1 more and get the trio because I just think that these are way better quality. So overall, you know, I felt like these were better with primer, but still some of the shades were really hard to blend and some of them were just really powdery. I was really disappointed in these. I thought that they were going to be something more like the trios, and it's funny because when I first started using them I was like, oh, these are great. But it's because I was only using like the colors that were the most pigmented, and it wasn't until I really started using the whole palette that I realized like this isn't that good. And sometimes that happens, so that's why I like to wait like a while to review stuff for you guys, because I think it's better when you actually test something out like more than once or twice, you know what I mean? That's just how I like to review things. The one thing I do like about these is that they kind of give you an idea of how to put it on. There's a little diagram on the back that says, you know, put the brow bone shade here and the eyelid shade here. I think that's kind of convenient, and I like the idea of having one look in a small palette. And the packaging is very basic, but it does snap shut nicely and it does travel nicely. And these do come with little brushes. Here's this brush is really scratchy, I would never use it, but this sponge tip applicator is okay. I guess you could use it for something. So honestly, I wouldn't recommend these because I don't think they're that great of quality. I don't think that they're, you know, sure, I was excited when I saw them, and sure, I know a lot of you are too, because Wet n Wild, I know it's a very popular eyeshadow brand at the drugstore, and I love them too. So I'm not saying I hate Wet n Wild, I'm just saying that I feel like these could have been so much better. And I don't know what they did with the formula. For example, in this palette, I only like the definer shade, which is this deep matte brown, and the eyelid shade, which is kind of this gray taupey color. And the rest are just not that good. They're just not pigmented. Like I said, really hard to blend and really chalky, powdery looking. So I have a lot of favorites from Wet n Wild. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want you guys to think I'm, you know, trying to be a snob here, because you all know that I love my drugstore makeup and I have my favorites from the drugstore, but these just were not worth it to me. And you know, they're $4 regular price, so I suggest saving $1 and just trying one of the trios instead. And you know, these are going to be permanent, I guess, so maybe, I know Wet n Wild goes on sale all the time, like for half off, 40% off, so I would suggest waiting until these go on sale maybe or something, because I just don't think that they're worth the full price. So here is the Naked Truth palette, and here are the swatches from that palette. This is the brow bone, this is the eyelid, the base, definer, and crease shade. Now here's the palette that I said looked like a Bill Cosby sweater. It is called Art in the Streets, and I don't know if I got like a defective one, but this one doesn't have any labels on it, so I think that's kind of funny. So here are swatches from the Art in the Streets palette, and the only ones that I think are pigmented are obviously the orange and the blue ones. Those ones are pretty awesome. These are swatches without primer, and I did do it like twice over because once it was really sheer, so this is twice over for each color. Here is the Tunnel Vision palette. So here are the swatches for the Tunnel Vision palette, and I would say that this is definitely the most pigmented palette of the three that I bought. Here's the brow bone shade, the base, the eyelid, the definer, and the crease. And just again, quickly telling you guys, it's not that I hate Wet n Wild, because I don't. I have a lot of favorites from them, and you guys know that I love drugstore makeup. These were just personally a miss for me, so that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Wet n Wild is a terrible brand or anything, because they're not. So I hope you all enjoy this review, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you're going to get these or not, definitely let me know in the comments. Tell me what your favorite Wet n Wild shadows are, or, you know, what are your favorite trios to get. I love talking about Wet n Wild shadows, so let's just talk about Wet n Wild today, and definitely I would love to hear your thoughts, so let me know about those, and as always, thank you so much for watching.